Live from the student broadcast team at Erie High School. Provided for free by all of our sponsors. You're watching a production of the Erie Tiger Network.
Out. Is it lighting up?
What?
Did it work?
Oh, here, say something. Say check.
Check, check, check,
Say it louder.
check, check.
It's working. Okay, so do play-by-play as I would.
Hello and welcome into the Erie Tiger Network here today. Tonight the Tigers take on the Mead Mavericks as they continue their journey through the Tri-Valley League. Sorry for the late start, just under 6 minutes to go here in the first half. Erie on top 9-8, and the Erie Tiger Network lucky enough to have such a great girls basketball analyst as Grayson Blaylock, who decided he'd message me on Twitter a big list of talking points. A big shout out to Grayson tonight because I will be using his sheet as much as I can. Mead currently coming into this one ranked 11th out of 68 teams. This is going to be one of the best teams that Erie sees this year. This certainly isn't. It isn't an impossible game for Erie. This is definitely winnable, as they've hung with the Mavericks early. It's 9-9, and Mead takes their first lead of the game with 5:30 to go in the half. Mead currently ranks 11th out of 68 teams, one of the top teams in 4A. Erie currently sitting at 32 out of 68. Now, this is not a must-win, as we said, for Erie. This is definitely a losable game. It's not a bad loss, as it was a very close game between these two teams when they first played in Mead. Now, Erie is clinging on to their spot in the playoffs. Again, sitting at 32nd in the RPI, and a lot of people ask, why is RPI so important to the playoff picture? Well, the current playoff picture actually based on RPI. So right now, Erie would not only be in the playoffs, they would also be slated to have a home game against whoever the number 33 seed is at the time. The winner would get the number 1 team in 4A. And a lot of people say, well, that doesn't seem very fair. Erie, not a very great record. They're 5-12 this year, as Mead takes the lead back 12-10, under 5 to play. They're 5-12 this year. But, you know, a big win over Centaurus, currently ranked number 13 in the RPI. This would be a huge win for Erie's RPI. Would definitely move them up a couple spots. And there are also there are 2 top 10 teams on Erie's schedule. Number 2, Holy Family, who they play home and on the road. And then number 6, Windsor, who they play at home and on the road. And then 3 other top 20 teams in Erie's schedule: Centaurus, Greeley Central, and Stanley Lake. 4:25 to go in the first half. Mead leads 14-10. We'll take a break here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Time you make a score change, preview and also run commercials.
Welcome back in here on the Erie Tiger Network. 4:25 to play in the first half here between Erie and Mead. Mead currently on top, 14-10. Patterson pulls up from 3. Rebounded by Anna Hefner, puts it up around the rim, no good. Put back up by McKaylee Green, and then stripped away by Mead. That's Alana Hernandez. Hernandez runs it up the right side of the court, stripped by Purcell. A great defensive player, Autumn Purcell. She throws one up, way too strong, rebounded by Mead. Jada Levine runs it up court for the Mavs. Anna Marr towards half court, guarded by Purcell. Bounce pass to Hernandez. Now Abby Glynn gets a touch. Riley Gilbert. Inside to Glynn, puts it up and one. 16-10 Mead on top. So Abby Glynn goes to the line. .338 to play in the first half. Free throw no good, rebounded by McKaylee Green. The Tigers on the move. Patterson finds Autumn Purcell. Tried to throw it cross court. It was picked off and then tipped into the hands of Riley Gilbert. There's Alana Hernandez. I believe in the pregame, yeah, she's only 5'3". That one put up and in by Jada Levine. And Mead's lead now 18-10. Green holds it on the right side. Pulls up from three, no good, rebounded by Abby Glynn. Glynn throws it ahead to Hernandez. Crossover on Patterson. Bounce pass to the right side for Glynn. Now Gilbert controls it. Marr. Back to Hernandez. Drives with the right hand. Picks up the dribble. Hands it off inside to Glynn. Thrown up and a foul is called. And they're going to get Autumn Purcell, or I'm sorry. They're going to get Caitlin Patterson for that one. 2:35 to go in the first half. That's the first on Caitlin Patterson. Abby Glynn at the line shooting 2. Glynn absolutely airballs her first free throw. And now checking into the game for Mead, Renee Choksey. She's in for Hernandez. Again, a lot of people consider this Mead team to be a state contender as Glynn finds the rim, and not only the rim, but the net as well. So 19-10. Mead has opened up a big lead here. 2.5 minutes to play here in the first half. Feeds inside to Hunter. Green dribbles with the right hand. Finds Hoback. Hoback dribbles with the right. Bounce pass to Patterson on the right wing. Double teamed. Back to Hoback. Throws it inside for Green on the left corner. Puts it up and is stripped, but foul called. And they're going to get number 22. That's Riley Gilbert. Both teams 5 fouls in. Doesn't look like either one of them at risk here of going into the double bonus anytime soon. And McKaylee Green at the line. She's been the talk of the school lately. The first Erie High School student ever to be accepted to Harvard University. Misses both. Now Mead on the move. Bounce pass inside. Too strong by Marr. And jump ball called. It was ripped away by Hoback. That'll stay with Mead with 2:02 to go in the first half. Only a 2-man crew tonight here at the Erie Tiger Network. Myself and TJ Barksdale. Wide open pass inside for Riley Gilbert. Patterson with the left hand. She's been great since her return. That pass a little too far outside for Katie Hunter. 2 new players enter the game for the Tigers. Autumn Purcell re-enters, Anna Hefner in as well. And set to check in for Mead for the first time, Isabella Romero, the senior forward. Here's Glynn. Now Choksey. Here's Gilbert in the corner, throws it inside, it's tipped away, finally picked up by Gilbert, looking for a pass, finds Glynn on the left wing, looking for a pass outside. Top of the key is Marr, has to throw one up, a wild shot, it's rebounded by Mead, tipped away by Irby, finally Mead gets it out. Glynn on the left wing. Now Choksey, here's Marr. Inside for Levine, who is fouled on the body. Jada Levine makes her first. Jade Phillips enters the game for Erie in place of Sammy Irby. second is also good for Levine. Under a minute to play here in the first half. That pass by Hunter tipped away by Glenn. It'll stay with Erie. Purcell finds Hefner in the corner. She's double team trapped. Dribbles out of it, finally tipped away by Mead. Marr on the steal. Now Romero. Inside for Gilbert, puts one up, air balls it, rebounded by Romero, almost dribbled on the end line. Here's Marr. Almost stolen by Purcell, drives in with the left hand, finds Gilbert. Gilbert tried to go up, was stripped. Now Hunter ends up with the ball. Purcell runs it, cross-court pass to Hoback, throws one up, no good, rebounded by Mead. Gilbert comes down with it. Now Glenn inside, working on Hunter, looking for a pass, gets it out. Now Chokesy. Three on the way, and it's banked in by Anna Marr. So after the first half of play here in Erie, Mead has opened up a 26-10 lead.
Live from the student broadcast team at Erie High School. Provided for free by all of our sponsors. You're watching a production of the Erie Tiger Network.
Chiropractors don't treat your symptoms. We treat the cause of your symptoms. On your first visit, chiropractors don't treat your symptoms. We treat the cause of your symptoms. On your first visit, we'll review your medical history and examine your vital signs, posture, strength, and reflexes. We'll also perform tests which are designed to give us insight into what may be causing your problem. The doctors at Great Day Chiropractic don't just treat adults. We also treat children of all ages. We're located in historic Old Town Erie at 515 Briggs Street. We're open 5 days a week from Monday through Friday and the second and fourth Saturdays of each month.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
Front Range Landfill puts all your needs in front of everything else. Front Range Landfill won Erie Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year Award, as well as being featured on national television. We are very proud of our facility and we welcome the opportunity to address your disposal needs. Our focus is on customer service. We strive to achieve easy and rapid access in and out of the facility. We feel certain that we will exceed your expectations of your solid waste disposal requirements. Choose Front Range Landfill for all your landfill needs. You will be pleased.
Hi, I'm Maya Michelson, and you're watching Erie Tiger Network.
Do you want a better smile, have a broken bracket, or are you a teenager in need of some braces? Then make your way down to Caraway Orthodontics. They are located in Louisville and Erie. Caraway Orthodontics supports Erie High School and its community. Come in and gain a beautiful smile for children, teens, and adults. They also provide Invisalign. Call this number 303-828-0454 or go to carawayortho.com.
Open up a browser and look up youtube.com/Erie Tiger Network. To subscribe, sign into YouTube and press the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications about ETN posts. To like the video, click the thumbs up button on the right hand side of the screen. Use the bar on the bottom of the screen to move and skip parts in the video. To skip forward or backwards, use the arrow keys to move 5 seconds. You can pause the video at any time by pressing the spacebar or clicking with the mouse.
Yeah, I'm married. Doesn't matter. You do that for me? Really? Yeah, I'd like that.
Who are you talking to?
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis?
She sounds hideous.
Well, she's a guy, so...
Another reason more people stay with State Farm. Get to a better state.
There's a beast deep inside you. It will not die.
Ooh.
It will fight back.
I'm a teacher. Let me tell you what I make. I make learning a privilege, not a chore, and frustration a tool, not an obstacle. I make working hard seem easy and giving up impossible. I make an old subject feel like a fresh thought and unconventional methods common. I'm a teacher. I make more.
Click the search bar on the top right-hand corner of the screen and search up Erie Tiger Network. Click the channel icon and then press the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to receive notifications about when we post. Click the thumbs up icon to like the video. To enter full screen mode, press the icon on the bottom right hand corner. To skip forward or backwards 10 seconds, double tap the left or right hand side of the screen. Press the pause button in the middle of the screen to pause the video. To skip to a different video, press the skip button when the video is paused.
Hi, my name is Caleb Humble, and you're watching the Erie Tiger Network.
Chiropractors don't treat your symptoms. We treat the cause of your symptoms. On your first visit, we'll review your medical history and examine your vital signs, posture, strength, and reflexes. We'll also perform tests which are designed to give us insight.
And welcome back in here on the Erie Tiger Network. Mead opened up a 26-10 lead on Erie. They went on a 16-0 run to end the first half here in Erie. So Erie has to come out gunning in the second half and claw their way back into this game. That's not how you do it, as Phillips sends an airmail pass for McKaylee Green. Mead, again, one of the top teams in 4A. Erie hung with them last time. Both teams projected to make the playoffs. Mead projected a bye. And travel called by the referee. As of right now, if the season ended today, every team in the Tri-Valley would make the playoffs in girls basketball. Purcell swings it inside to Green. Now back out to Purcell. Dangerous pass to Hoback. Lost out of bounds. It'll go back to Mead. Some of Erie's other notable games that they've played. A home and away against Frederick, who's currently slated at 24th in 4A, as Phillips dribbles off her foot and off of Hernandez. Frederick at 24th, Fort Morgan at 26th, of course Erie at 32, Roosevelt, who sits at 35th, 3 airballed by Purcell, rebounded by Mead. Skyline currently sitting at 42, and then the 2 lowest RPI games for the Tigers, Niwot, who is at 43, still in the playoffs right now, and then Silver Creek, who is sitting at 60th out of 68. Inside, no good. Shot was missed a little short by Jada Levine. Phillips gives it inside to Hoback. Jump shot falls, and the lead is 14 for the Mavs. The Mavs control it. Hernandez looking inside. Gives it in, tipped away by Green. It'll stick with Mead. And then, of course, Erie also played 3 5A teams. Number 23 in 5A, Pine Creek, which is where Brandon Bird went to high school and graduated. Number 24 in 5A, Broomfield, and number 3 in 5A, Lakewood. Lakewood has 3 losses, one of which came to the 7th-ranked girls team in the country, which is Pinewood High School in California. So Erie really does have a great schedule, which is why they're still very much so in the picture at 5-12. Of course, Erie has to win their must-win games. Those would be Skyline for sure. Roosevelt as well. And maybe get the away game against Frederick. Hoback gets open underneath, and Erie off to a 4-0 start, 26-14. Slight pressure by Erie. Glenn moves it up, backs down Hunter. Amar on the outside, flips it up and in for Mead, 28-14. Wide open Hoback inside, puts it up a little too strong. Phillips looks inside for Hoback again. She is fouled before the shot. And that's the first foul from either team in the second half. Under 5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Mead on top 28-14. Marr drives inside, kicks it out. Shot no good from Levine. It was blocked away by Erie. Now Hernandez. Handoff to Levine. 3 on the way from Marr, and she splashes it home. 31-14. Mead silences Erie's mini run. Hoback stolen away by Hernandez and then stripped by Hoback. Ball loose on the ground. Hernandez picks it up, rolling on the ground. She picks up her dribble and stands up. Hernandez, great control, thought about pulling up there. Marr couldn't handle it and lost it out of bounds. Caitlin Patterson enters the game, as well as McKaylee Green for Erie, with just over 4 minutes to go. And Mead takes a timeout, up 17, 31-14 here in Erie. 4:03 left in the third when we return on the Erie Tiger Network.
Chiropractors don't treat your symptoms. We treat the cause of your symptoms. On your first visit, we'll review your medical history and examine your vital signs, posture, strength, and reflexes. We'll also perform tests which are designed to give us insight into what may be causing your problem. The doctors at Great Day Chiropractic don't just treat adults. We also treat children of all ages.
We're located in historic Old Town Erie at 515 Briggs Street. We're open 5 days a week from Monday through Friday and the second and fourth Saturdays of each month.
Hello and welcome back in here on the Erie Tiger Network. Mead has opened up a 17-point lead here midway through the third quarter. The Mavs up 31-14 on Erie. The Mavericks 11th ranked in the state. Erie sits at 32nd. Mavericks slated for a first-round bye in the playoffs. Hunter at the top of the key. Back to Phillips. Drives with the left hand. That one's tipped up and out of bounds by Levine. Patterson to inbound for Erie. And you talk about Caitlin Patterson. She didn't play earlier in the season because of a knee injury, as Patterson knocks down a big three as an answer to Marr's three. So it's back down to 14. Patterson specializes in A, hitting the three, and B, playing defense. You see her tightly locking up Anna Marr. Now Glenn threw one up, no good, and then tipped out of bounds by Mead. They're going to say that was off of Marr. Against Berthoud, Patterson hit a buzzer beater in the lane. A nice floater as Hoback's jumper is no good. Hernandez being chased down by two defenders. She's too strong. Now Glenn throws it up and is fouled. Anna Marr for Mead, averaging 13 points a game. Arguably their best player. Again, Erie, a pretty good defensive team. As Glenn airballs a three. Now into the game for Mead is Bailey Odell. I don't think we've seen her tonight. Mead up by 15 here, under 3 to play in the third quarter. Phillips drives with the left. Now Green baseline, backs out of it, nearly stolen away. Phillips avoids the trap by Chokesy, and now a foul called. Lauren Kia enters the game for the Tigers, replacing Hallie Hoback. Erie to inbound. Phillips fires a three and knocks it home. So the lead down to 12. This is the lowest it's been since the first half. Erie trying to dwindle it down. Now a steal picked up by Patterson on the move. Now poked away by Mead. Marr tipped away by Patterson. So Mead gets the ball back after a careless turnover. Haley Martinez to inbound for the Mavs. Marr. Here's Martinez on the wing. Odell holds it at the top, guarded by Patterson. Pressure looming. Fans wanted to travel, and now Renee Chokesy loses it off of her foot. It'll go back to Erie, under 2 to play here in the third quarter. Erie a chance to dwindle it down to 10 or less. Patterson running the point. Patterson looking for a pass, flips it to Kia. Now Phillips drives with her left hand on Marr. Flips one up and is fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. Jade Phillips, you see her at the line a lot for the Tigers. Jada Levine set to re-enter the game for Mead, as Phillips' first free throw is no good. Phillips can't get either free throw. It's rebounded by Mead. Now the ball's on the floor. Odell almost walked. Now it's flipped ahead off of Mead and going back to Erie. Patterson did a good job tipping that off of Jada Levine to get the ball back for the Tigers. Again, since her return, Caitlin Patterson has really been the best player for Erie. Patterson ball fake, finds Phillips. Gives it inside to Irby, who is nearly stripped. Jump ball, it'll go to Mead. .118 to play in the third quarter. Mead holding on to a 12-point lead. Marr holds it. Martinez hands it back off to Marr. Inside, almost lost it. This time she does lose it. It's tipped up by Kia, picked up by Green. Now Phillips moves it ahead, too strong. Ball tipped up in between Kia and Green, and Mead's back on the offensive. Here's Marr, drives inside, blocked by Patterson. An impressive block by Caitlin Patterson. Elena Dwinell enters the game for Erie, replacing Jade Phillips. And just a misstep by Marr. She tumbles to the hardwood as the pass was headed her way. It'll go back to Erie with 44.4 seconds to play. Purcell re-enters the game for Lauren Kia. Erie's got to step on the gas pedal a little bit here if they want to dwindle it down before half. Dwinell. Back to Phillips. Cross court to Patterson. Drives with the left. Gives it inside to Green. Flips one up, no good. Rebounded by Mead. Marr throws it up court. And Levine's shot is blocked by Irby. Ball on the floor, jump ball, it'll go to Erie. 14.3 seconds to go in the third quarter. Purcell runs it up the left side of the court. Back to Patterson. Less than 10 seconds to play here, and a foul called on Anna Marr. Six seconds to go here in the third quarter. Erie's got one shot. Marr's replaced by Hernandez. Purcell inbounds to Phillips. Or I'm sorry, this is Kylie Harrell. Throws one up and she is fouled by Martinez, Haley Martinez. So Kylie Harrell will go to the line for two with 3 seconds to go in the third. Free throw here would make it an 11-point game. Another missed free throw, rebounded by Irby. And out of bounds as time expires. At the end of three here in Erie, Mead leads 32-20 on top of the Erie Tigers here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Chiropractors don't treat your symptoms. We treat the cause of your symptoms. On your first visit, we'll review your medical history and examine your vital signs, posture, strength, and reflexes. We'll also perform tests which are designed to give us insight into what may be causing your problem. The doctors at Great Day Chiropractic don't just treat adults. We also treat children of all ages.
We're located in historic Old Town Erie at 515 Briggs Street. We're open 5 days a week from Monday through Friday and the second and fourth Saturdays of each month.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
(32-20) Mead on top here as we enter the fourth quarter here in Erie. The 11th ranked Mavs lead the struggling Erie Tigers. Hernandez now inside to Odell, backs down Green and is fouled. So Bailey Odell will go to the line for two. Odell can't connect on the first. Mead favored coming into this game on the road. Definitely winnable for Erie. Even down now 13 headed into the fourth quarter. 33-20. Purcell changes direction. Gives it off to Patterson. On the pivot, takes the jumper, doesn't fall, tipped up and rebounded by Odell. Now a jump ball called. It'll stay with Erie. Purcell feeds it inside to Green, almost mishandled it, and she's fouled on the body by Odell. McKaylee Green, arguably Erie's best player last season. Maybe just not the same kind of team, same kind of offense. And this Erie team, very guard-oriented. Last year's team, you had Amanda Farino, who could certainly help out inside. She had multiple options to feed it in. As Green dwindles it down to 11, she hits both. 7:17 to play in the game. Erie running a press. Marr dribbles along the right side. Good defense by Patterson. And what looked like a clean block by Hoback ended up being called a foul. So Marr will go to the line for two. At halftime, we recruited a new cameraman. Zach Ailey joins the team along with myself and TJ Barksdale. So a two-man crew goes to a three-man crew. Certainly helps us a lot, as Brandon Bird, the usual play-by-play guy, is on the floor doing PA announcing. Marr hits home her second, 34-22. Purcell runs it up court. Tried to feed it inside for Green. It was lost. And Mead retains possession. Glynn almost traveled. She ran it down the right baseline. Now Marr. Bounce pass inside. It's picked off by Purcell. It was off of the hand of Odell. Purcell dribbles out to the three-point line. Cross court to Hoback. Inside takes a contested three. It's blocked. Green went up, and they're going to call a foul on Hernandez of Mead. And that should put Erie into the bonus. So Green will shoot 1 and 1. Dwinell enters the game for Hoback now. And replacing Bailey Odell is Riley Gilbert. .638 to play in the game. Erie trying to get the lead down inside of 10. Make a little run here and you give yourself a chance late in the game. Green hits homer first. Now a chance to put it at 10. Defensive stop and a bucket. We've got ourselves a game. There's McKaylee Green, almost a lock free throw shooting. So Mead calls timeout, and we're going to take one as well. Mead's lead down to 10 here on the Erie Tigers.
Chiropractors don't treat your symptoms. We treat the cause of your symptoms. On your first visit, we'll review your medical history and examine your vital signs, posture, strength, and reflexes. We'll also perform tests which are designed to give us insight into what may be causing your problem. The doctors at Great Day Chiropractic don't just treat adults. We also treat children of all ages.
We're located in historic Old Town Erie at 515 Briggs Street. We're open 5 days a week from Monday through Friday and the second and fourth Saturdays of each month.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course.
Hello and welcome back into the Erie Tiger Network. 6:38 to play in the ball game. Erie has gotten the lead down to 10. Patterson nearly grabs a steal. Mead advances the ball up court. Dribbling across the timeline is Glynn. Now Marr holds it near the Tiger logo. Hernandez dribbling on Purcell. Crossover and not sure what the call was. Maybe an offensive foul or a travel. But Erie gets the ball back with 6:18 on the clock. Purcell, cross court to Patterson. Thought about spotting up. Now gives it to Dwinell. Looking inside for Green. Dangerous pass. Green puts it on the floor and gets the ball back for the Tigers. Now Patterson drives inside. Tried to feed it away, but Patterson was bodied to the ground. So she'll go to the line and shoot 1 and 1. Caitlin Patterson, another good free throw shooter for Erie. Mead seems to be fouling the wrong people right now. And that was nearly a lane violation by Alana Hernandez. She quite literally stepped right in front of Patterson as the ball was about to leave her hands. It went in, however. Patterson not so lucky on the second one. Ball flipped ahead to Marr. Puts it up, no good. Ball is loose, rebounded by Glynn. Glynn tries to get out of a sticky situation. Now Hernandez controls it on the right wing. Out of control, fouled by Purcell, whose feet were moving as Hernandez went into the body. Erie not really in foul trouble right now. The inbound to Hernandez, caught, flipped up, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Patterson after being tipped up. Across the timeline she goes, drives inside with the left hand, scoops it up and in. Caitlin Patterson making things interesting here, 34-27. The press still on, Erie tries to regroup. Glynn almost travels. Now Marr loses possession, and she does. And now a timeout actually called by Mead, as I was thinking they were going to call a double dribble on Marr, but Mead able to call the timeout in time. We're going to take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network. Mead on top, 34-27.
Chiropractors don't treat your symptoms. We treat the cause of your symptoms. On your first visit, we'll review your medical history and examine your vital signs, posture, strength, and reflexes. We'll also perform tests which are designed to give us insight into what may be causing your problem. The doctors at Great Day Chiropractic don't just treat adults. We also treat children of all ages.
We're located in historic Old Town Erie at 515 Briggs Street. We're open 5 days a week from Monday through Friday and the second and fourth Saturdays of each month.
Mead on top, 34-27, as we rejoin you here on the Erie Tiger Network. 5:23 to go in the ball game. Erie trying to make this interesting. Since halftime, Mead has only scored 8 points. Erie has put up 17 and has nearly erased what was a 16-point deficit at halftime. Mead to inbound with possession, nearly a backcourt. That definitely should have been a backcourt violation. Marr tied up. Jump ball stays with Mead. And that was almost surely a backcourt violation. Marr caught the ball on Mead's half of the court, stepped on the end line about 3 or 4 times before getting past the timeline, and now an and-one shot made by Abby Glynn. Now from my angle and from up here, we have a pretty darn good angle of the half-court line. That should have been a backcourt violation easily. Mead's lead sits at 9. 5 minutes to play in the game. Patterson thought about a shot. Now Purcell drives with the right hand. Here's Hunder. Back to Purcell. Bounce pass into Phillips. Phillips feeds it inside to Green. Tried to get out of there. It's picked off by Glenn. Hernandez controls it up top. Now Odell, who's back in the game. Levine gives it to Marr. Glenn controls it, back to Marr. And a foul called on Caitlin Patterson. I believe he said number 3, which is Autumn Purcell's number, to the scorer's table. The foul was definitely on Caitlin Patterson. And there it is. Caitlin Patterson picks up her second. That puts Mead into the bonus. Marr goes to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Her first is good. And the lead is back up to 10 for the Mavs. Marr's second is no good, rebounded by Anna Hefner. Patterson controls it. Erie down by 10. Phillips fires a 3. With the bank, it almost fell. She almost had an and 1 on the 3. That was, by definition, in and out. 4:21 to go in the game. Phillips at the line for Erie. She's shooting three free throws. Phillips, again, another really great shooter. Mead really not being smart in who they foul. Now Phillips with a chance to make this a 7-point game again. She doesn't. It's still an 8-point game. Erie running that press. Hernandez tries to dribble out of it. Patterson nearly had a steal. Now Hernandez recollects. Odell near the logo. Looking for a pass. Has to dribble once. Now Hernandez. Nearly stolen by Phillips. Handoff to Odell again. Odell out of her comfort zone near half court. Gives it back to Hernandez. Mead chewing clock. Odell controls it again. Dribbling on Hefner. Now the pesky Autumn Purcell picks up Odell. Now Marr hands it off to Hernandez. Mead trying to kill as much clock as possible. Now Odell is trapped. She's got nowhere to go. She dribbles off of Caitlin Patterson with the left hand, runs into her own defender, and now Mead loses it out of bounds, so Erie gets the ball back. Not the smartest decision with 4 minutes left to try to run clock, especially in a relatively close game. Now Mead off guard. Marr wasn't ready defensively. Patterson fires a 3, and it goes in. So all of a sudden, it's a 5-point game. Caitlin Patterson, and now Hernandez is wide open. Nobody around her, and a wide open 2. 39-32. Neither team ready defensively. Hefner back to Hoback, fires a 3. Around the rim and in. And it's a 4-point game. 3 minutes to go here in the game. Erie is still running the press. Mead up 39-35. Marr gets it across half court. Now back to Odell. Hefner guarding Odell. Now Marr recollects. Odell with the screen on Patterson. Now a trap up top for Hernandez. And they're going to get Autumn Purcell with a foul. So Hernandez will go to the line and shoot 1 and 1. .241 to play in the game. Hernandez misses the front end of the 1-and-1. Green with the rebound. Gets it out to Hoback. Now Purcell runs it up court. Bad pass inside. It's picked off by Levine. Marr finds an open Hernandez. Chased down by Green and fouled. Erie has done everything they can to get back in this game. Timeout called. Mead only up by 4. They were up 16 at half, mind you. 39-35, Mead on top when we return on the year.
Chiropractors don't treat your symptoms. We treat the cause of your symptoms. On your first visit, we'll review your medical history and examine your vital signs, posture, strength, and reflexes. We'll also perform tests which are designed to give us insight into what may be causing your problem. The doctors at Great Day Chiropractic don't just treat adults. We also treat children of all ages.
We're located in historic Old Town Erie at 515 Briggs Street. We're open 5 days a week from Monday through Friday and the second and fourth Saturdays of each month.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the end.
Erie has managed to claw their way back into this one. They were down 16 at halftime. It looked like Mead was going to pull away and put this one away quietly. Erie has came all the way back. It's a 4-point game. Hernandez at the line, make it a 5-point game. 2:28 to play. For the first time since really the first quarter, we have a real game on our hands. Hernandez can't hit the back end. It's tipped up off of Mead and back to Erie. A 2-possession game here, certainly doable for Erie. Mead has really struggled to close things out here in the second half. They've been outscored 25-14. Patterson thought about a shot. Now Phillips lost the handle inside, and now another pass is broken up. Purcell drives inside, flips one way up, and somehow manages to get it to go. 40-37, we've got a 3-point game. The press broken by Mead. Glynn hands it off to Hernandez, guarded by Purcell. Near steal. Less than 2 minutes to go. Heavy pressure by Erie. Gilbert guarded. And now a timeout finally called by Erie. Great defense there by the Tigers. 3-point game, 40-37. We're going to stay right here. This game really had trouble picking up its feet. We finally got some excitement. 1:45 to play. Mead, who has been ahead by a lot all game, struggling here with the Tigers. This would be a pretty big upset in 4A if Erie were to pull this off. Again, still just 2 wins in conference against Berthoud and Skyline. Again, if you're planning on spending your evening with us, we have the boys game immediately following this one. They also play the Mavericks of Mead. Marr controls it, guarded by Patterson. Now Gilbert, guarded by Green. Nearly tipped away by Green, and finally 5 seconds called. So Erie gets the ball back. They're down by 3, 92 ticks on the clock. I'll tell you what, this is closer than a lot of people expected coming into the night. Purcell controls it. Phillips finds Patterson. Thought about the 3 and is fouled on the floor. So Patterson will go to the line. That should put Erie into the double bonus. And it does. Patterson will shoot 2. Again, Erie has time here. Mead most likely won't be able to hold the ball for a minute 22. 2-point game here. Patterson misses the back end. It's rebounded by Glynn. Now it's stolen away by Phillips. Phillips on the ground, finds Purcell. Now outside to Hoback. Phillips slows it down. They're going to set things up here. Hand off to Purcell. With the right hand, guarded by Marr. Here's Patterson. Finds Hoback. Back to Patterson. It's stolen away by Mead. That's Chokesy. She puts up a shot and one. 55.4 to play. And Renee Chokesy with a clutch steal and a clutch bucket and one. Again, a win for Erie, still not outside of the realm of possibility. Chokesy misses the second. It's on the ground, and a kicked ball called. That should go against Mead. So the Tigers retain possession, down by 4, 53.8 seconds to play. Purcell hands it off to Hoback, inside to Green. Drives with her left hand. Jump shot is good. 2-point game here, 40 seconds to play. Erie running the press. Levine gets it across half court. She's going to hold on for as long as possible. Here's Marr, 30 seconds to play. Bumped by Patterson, and Marr will go to the line and shoot two. Again, arguably Mead's best player. She struggled from the line tonight, however. Hasn't really gotten there a ton. Less than 30 seconds. Shooter's touch, and Amar gets the front end. Marr's second is no good. It's rebounded by Phillips. Erie's got to move. Do you go for a two or do you go for a three? Purcell goes for two and gets it. 1-point game, 43-42. Patterson, pressure defense. If you can't get a steal, you get a foul. Now real pressure, and a foul finally called. That's probably going to go on Caitlin Patterson. Two more shots, or they're going to get Jade Phillips for that one. Two more shots for Mead, 15.2 seconds to go. If Mead misses one, Erie can get a two for overtime or the win. But Erie's going to get the last shot here. It's Marr at the line. Marr misses her first. Marr's second is no good as well. It's tipped up, out of bounds. It'll stick with Mead. So Erie's going to have to foul again with 12.1 seconds. Mead to inbound. It's Levine. Timeout called. 12.1 to play. We're going to take a timeout here on the Erie Tiger Network.
Chiropractors don't treat your symptoms. We treat the cause of your symptoms. On your first visit, we'll review your medical history and examine your vital signs, posture, strength, and reflexes. We'll also perform tests which are designed to give us insight into what may be causing your problem. The doctors at Great Day Chiropractic don't just treat adults. We also treat children of all ages.
We're located in historic Old Town Erie at 515 Briggs Street. We're open 5 days a week from Monday through Friday and the second and fourth Saturdays of each month.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
Welcome back in here on the Erie Tiger Network. Mead clinging to a 1-point lead. Number 11 Mead on the ropes here in Erie. 12.1 seconds to go. Mead to inbound. Erie's got to foul or get a steal quickly and then move it up court. Again, Alex Ailey here, TJ Barksdale, our producer, Zach Ailey on camera. Mead gets it into Glenn. Now Erie's got a foul. Marr is finally fouled by Purcell. A lot of time wasted. 4 seconds off the clock on that one. 7.5 seconds to go. Anna Marr has had to shoot free throws the majority of the night, or the majority of the end of this game. She's gone to the line 3 straight times for Mead. Marr hits her first. So it's going to take a 2 to tie, a 3 to win with 7.5 seconds here. Marr's second free throw on the way. It is no good. Tipped up, rebounded by Green. Erie's got to move. Purcell on the way. 3 seconds to shoot. Patterson turns around, puts it up. It doesn't fall, and Mead comes away with the win here. The number 11 Mavericks escape by a final score of 44 to 42. Again, this was a good RPI game for the Tigers as they move to 5-13 on the year. Wouldn't be surprised if Erie's RPI went up after a game like this. And Mead expands their current ranking of 11 in the RPI. For TJ Barksdale and Zach Ailey, I'm Alex Ailey. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in just about 10 minutes for the beginning of the boys' game. This has been a production of the Erie Tiger Network.